duo this
Hot
season.
players.
What has impressed you all about the Sixers backcourt?
I think it's just the backcourt. I mean, like VJ Edgecombe, like we see young rookies come into the NBA, right? And we see them play at a breakneck speed, right? We see it all the time. But what he has is pace.
Yes.
He snakes a screen. He gets to his spot. He's slowing down. He's going faster. He's doing all these things. And not to mention, Maxey is playing with complete control.
Yeah, Maxey to me is they're trying to make him play in space. He is ultra quick. They're playing a lot of pick and rolls for him. They're doing small pick and rolls. They're bringing the bigs up. He can beat anybody around. He can get to the basket, get fouled. His step back has been money. His three-point shot. So he has been a load, and he's got 150 points in 4 games. Man, that's unbelievable. He is rolling.
I mean, when I look at these two guys, the key word and the thing that comes to mind is pressure. Like how much pressure that they apply on the defense. I mean, they never let you off the hook. Tyrese Maxey is going to come full speed ahead downhill. If he doesn't have it, he's going to twist the pick and roll and try to come off it again. Yeah. VJ, he catches it. He's catch and go or go and catch. He's constantly putting pressure on you. So the thing for me is how much pressure these guys continually put on the defense over a 48-minute game. We talk about wearing guys out defensively. These guys are wearing the defense out with their pace and their aggressiveness.
And also what we're seeing is it looks like this Philly team's identity is their guards. For so long, it's been Embiid. For so long, it's been this dominant center. And now Grimes, Edgecombe, Maxey. By the way, McCain will be back.
Yes.
This team is so guard heavy. So as a Philly fan, you've got to feel good about, hey, we still have Joel Embiid working his way back. We still have Paul George. But this foundation from this Philly team is great.
Now, on the other side are the Celtics, who I think right now we're still figuring out what the identity looks like this season. How are you seeing Jaylen Brown adjust to life without Jason Tatum so far, UD?
I mean, Jaylen Brown is being Jaylen Brown. He's being aggressive. He's getting in the paint. He's shooting the three well. He's defending on the other end. So Jaylen Brown is actually doing his part. But it's other guys, the guys that are starting their roles. I'm looking at Josh Minott. I'm looking at Keita. These guys, Josh Minott in the last 2 games is a plus 50. Keita in the last 2 games is a plus 35. They won't get the praise. Nobody will talk about these guys. But Joe Mazzulla knows these guys have been very important to the lineup and the things that they've got to do moving forward. I mean, that kid, I love him. Pick 6, he guards all 5 positions, he shoots the 3, he offensive rebounds, he gets you extra possessions, and just Keita, he's just a monster down there. He goes after every rebound, he tries to block shots. So I think they have something with that, but their guards have to continue to work to get open shots because they don't have Jason Tatum, and we see how important he was.
I mean, they're doing a tremendous job defensively. I do think their guards need to get going. Obviously, Pritchard and White, they're shooting low 20s on threes this year. I think both of them have to do a little bit too much than they're used to. Pritchard used to come off the bench, play against bench players. Now he's playing against starters. And so this is tough for them. Dwight shooting a lot of pull-up threes that are tough shots contested. So I think both of them need to find their way.
That extra competitive juice is awesome. I grew up that with Europe, having this in-season cup.
Yeah, the atmosphere in Vegas for the NBA Cup game is electric. My second year in the league when I was still at the Lakers, we had one first ever NBA Cup. That was a surreal moment, obviously, to be the first to do something in history.
You got guys going at it, and it brings like this playoff type atmosphere in the beginning of the season.
It's live. It's live out there. It's a good time.
What it's brought to the league has been fun and refreshing.
It's live. It's just year 3 of the tournament, but already players are locked in. The NBA Cup delivers high-stakes basketball, the chance to chase a trophy and play championship-level hoops during the regular season. It's brought a whole new energy to the 82-game grind, and it all gets started tonight. Here's a quick breakdown of how it all works. 30 NBA teams have been divided into 6 groups. They play 4 group games between now and the end of November. And the 6 group winners, along with 2 wildcard teams, will move on to the next phase of the tournament. And that's where we got our knockout rounds. Single elimination, and all of those games will be right here on Prime. The team with the best record in group play from the East and the best in the West will get a home game against the wild card. Nice little perk there. And once we're down to 4 teams, we are headed to Vegas, baby. The semifinals are taking place on December 13th. The championship will be decided 3 days later. And again, all of those games will be right here on Prime. And our crew will be in Vegas to cover it all. The 3rd edition of the Emirates NBA Cup. And we are hyped to see who shows up and shows out. A couple of years ago, it was LeBron and the Lakers winning the inaugural NBA Cup title. They beat the Pacers. LeBron was named the MVP, and last season, Giannis took home MVP honors, and the Bucks took home the title. They beat the Thunder 97-81 in the final. So talking about all this winning, guys, that means it is prediction time. I need to know who you all think is going to be hoisting that trophy when it is all said and done. Dirk, you're up. Who's winning the NBA Cup this year?
I'm going to go a little boring. I'm going to go with the OKC, the defending NBA champs.
Wow.
I just think, I know, tough.
Wow. Okay, went out on a limb there. All right.
First of all, they lost last year in the finals, so I think that's something that looks good on their resume if they win that. I think if we looked at their group, they got a little lucky, if you want to say so, to make it out of that group, and I just think that's something for them to have on their resume and to play for. And they got some hurt guys, so Jalen Williams will be back, and I mean they're going to be loaded and tough to beat.
I like that pick. I like that.
I do.
Thank you.
I would like to criticize,
Did a
but
lot
I
of
can't.
thinking.
I would like to criticize, but I can't.
Blake, who you got your eye on?
You know what? I made this call, and I'm going to stick with it. I don't love how they've been playing recently, but the Cleveland Cavaliers, if you look at their group, they have a really good chance to get out of this group stage. I also like to think that they have just a little bit more at stake. Like, they had a fantastic regular season last year, faltered in the playoffs, lost to Indiana, and now when you lose in the playoffs, which I know I did all the time, you hear the people start to talk. Can they get it done? Can they do it? Are they tough enough? And this is just a good chance for them to take, a different environment, a little bit higher pressure games, get that bad taste out of their mouth. So for me, they'll also, thank you, Dirk, appreciate it. Thank you. They'll also get Strus back, hopefully. They'll also get Garland back, hopefully. So by the time, if they can get through this group play, they can get it done.
Yeah, the Cavs are yet to make it to the knockout rounds in the NBA Cup, so we'll see if you're Nostradamus, Blake.
Let's see.
UD, who's winning the NBA Cup?
I mean, is it even a question?
I got a feeling.
I am loyal. But listen, guys, I'm loyal to the soul, but I got facts here.
Okay, let's
Two
hear
of the
it.
teams that's in their bracket, they already beat.
Okay.
They've already beat Charlotte. They've already beaten New York. Now, when I look at the Heat as a whole, I'm talking about the balance of the team. They're fifth in total offense, fourth in defense. So they're still doing what they're able to do. So I'm going with the Miami Heat. I've been around those guys. I love La Spotra Nostra, baby.
Shock.
So I'm going with the Heat.
I'm not mad at that either. They're breakneck pace.
They're playing
I
well.
like it.
They're playing well.
All really good picks. No one thinks maybe the Nuggets could do a little something?
Yeah, what did we not?
I would go Nuggets.
Okay.
I would go Nuggets.
Reeves get loose, runner in the lane, good! At the buzzer, the Lakers win it! Reeves continues to come up big when the game is on the line. Oh, what a shot.
Ooh-wee! Austin Reeves going crazy right now for the Lakers. 40-10 over his last three, capped by that game winner against the Timberwolves on Wednesday night. Now, Luka is listed as probable tonight, but Reeves has been taking on a lot more responsibility as a scorer and playmaker when Luka and Bron are sidelined. He even became the first Lakers player since Kobe 20 years ago to start a season with 5 consecutive games of 25-plus points on an absolute tear. Now, UD, with LeBron and Luka out, you noticed something that is in Austin Reeves' bag that was not there before.
Yeah, I love the fact that he does it from the pass, he does it off the ball, he does it with the ball in his hands. You look right here, right now. The greatest thing about having a scorer is when he's willing to get other people involved and share the ball. He saw this early, waited for the last minute, lobbed it up there, got his guy and once just by running the floor. So he's sharing the ball. So he's playing the game the right way.
Transition is a cheat code for teams that are struggling offensively or teams that are missing guys. If you can get out in transition, get some easy ones, it opens up things like this.
And you look at this one right here, he's setting the back screen, but he has to make an airtime decision. McDaniels tries to go around the screen, he pops back and shoots the three. If he would have curled that screen, he would have curled right into McDaniels. So that's an airtime decision where he popped back and made that
Read the
three.
defense.
Yeah, and right here, this is just bad defense by McDaniels. You don't have to let him catch the ball that early. Ayton created space, so that's where the actual action actually happens. When Ayton creates that space between him and the center, that allows Reeves to get in the pocket, create that split, and get to his shot. So we got to give credit to DeAndre Ayton. We've been on him a lot, but him having a motor, creating that space on that screen, that made all the difference for Austin Reeves to be able to get in that paint.
And Reeves has obviously been shooting the ball incredibly well also. So on that play, Gobert had to overextend a little bit and come out thinking he might shoot behind the screen. and then open up that little split action there. And he's been finishing in the lane unbelievably also in this run, finishing at the basket, finished the floater. So that was a heck of a play.
I just love that he's mixed it up. He hasn't just fallen in love with, hey, Luka's out, I'm going to handle the ball all the time, I'm just going to shoot threes, or I'm just going to get to my floater.
Which he still does.
Yeah, exactly. He still does. But he gets off the ball, just like we saw that pick he popped back and hit the three. He's getting off the ball. He's running pick and roll. He's hitting ahead. Like, he's doing all the things that you want from a guy who needs to be the number one option. Yeah. And that's not always easy, to go from playing your role and doing it really, really well to now shouldering the load.
And we've been around this league a long time. Oftentimes when guys putting up those numbers, it's bad basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He is playing the game the right way.
Absolutely.
You know, and they're winning games. So shout out to Reeves, man. Hey, undrafted too, boy. We need you. We need you.
By the way, he went to the University of Oklahoma for 1 year, so he's a Sooner.
Okay.
He's a Sooner. UD always calls out Florida.
Yeah, as you should.
Oklahoma. Let's go.
But no, he has been on an absolute tear. He is responsible for 49% of the Lakers scoring so far this season.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely wild.
So going, AR.
AR is going to try to keep his hot streak going on Halloween. And you know, his teammate normally has a really good game on Halloween nights. 5-1 for LeBron all time on Halloween. Only loss.
Look at that flow.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh. Hey,
What you remember about this night?
Bang, bang.
That was a good night.
Good defense.
I already know
I've never seen that highlight. Run that back. Okay.
Look at that.
The elbow
hair.
Your
smooth,
bag that
too.
night, big
Can we get that hair back?
We
Get that back?
It's a little bit harder now here, but the rest will still grow.
Don't worry about it. I can't grow my braids back if I try.
But I mean, pretty impressive for LeBron. That's his only Halloween loss. Dirk, you're the ghost stopper?
I'm not sure about that. But of course, LeBron's incredible. He's probably got an incredible record on any holiday. That's how good he was. That's how good his teams always were.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm glad we got that one loss for him, and I liked my long hair.
That's where the Hasselhoff fame came from?
Yeah,
that's where the
was a
Hasselhoff
good,
thing
just a
came
good
from.
flow. You know, when the sweat was dripping on my shoulder, I knew I had it going.
Wow.
Long-haired Dirk was dangerous.
Luscious locks, I gotta say. We're gonna end for some good basketball tonight. Tyrese Maxey, the leading scorer in the NBA. Sixers trying to run their record to 5-0 against the Celtics tonight. Run it up. Tip off.
Stay hot, Maxey. Stay hot.
Tuned into the broadcast. Shout out KD. Said
KD.
Oh, snap.
Groove.
KD, what up with your boy?
All right, KD.
That's all right.
Of course, KD.
Come to the studio,
KD's
KD.
watching.
Come to the studio.
Because listen, he'll let you know if he don't like it.
Absolutely.
That's what he will do.
He will.
So we appreciate you, great one. He'll let you know if he don't like it.
We know he keeps it real on the internet. Shout out to KD. It is time now for the same game parlay presented by FanDuel. Blake's picks tonight are Jaylen Brown, 20-plus points, Tyrese Maxey, 8-plus assists, Joel Embiid, under 6.5 rebounds, and Peyton Pritchard, 3-plus made threes. And for you all at home, it's last call for the FanDuel Happy Hour. Head over to the app now to unlock your exclusive NBA awards. FanDuel Happy Hour is every Friday from 6 to 7:30 only on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Your Friday night tip-off starts on FanDuel. Now, the Philly backcourt, a huge part of their early success. Tyrese Maxey has gone for 40-plus points twice already. He put up 39 in the Sixers win on Tuesday. And Jaylen Brown is just averaging, just under 27 points per game to lead the Celtics. Boston looking to even up their record at 3-3. And number 77 here has definitely been getting it done for the Sixers. VJ Edgecombe averaging 22 points per game. They're trying to stay undefeated.
City Hubbard and the cup is here as well, Stan.
The cup is here. This is what they're playing for. And a little over $500,000 a man to the winning team.
Oh, that.
Almost as important as the cup.
Let's get into these two teams. Philadelphia, they've been maybe the biggest surprise so far, at least in the Eastern Conference. They've got so much speed, and it's evident from the opening tip.
Well, it is. And look, Tyrese Maxey's been a star in this league now for a long time, but getting the opportunity to be the #1 guy, leading the league in scoring, leading the league in three-point makes, but he's got a rookie next to him who is a great athlete in VJ Edgecombe, has also shot the ball well. Combined, they are the leading scoring duo in the league.
And time right now for Prime Access. Cassidy Hubbard with a very special guest.
Thanks, Ian. Doing a little locker room talk with 20-year veteran, man, you're old.
Wow.
Sorry. Kyle Lowry. You're also
I'm old. They call me ancient in here. Especially this kid right here. He's one of the kids that call me ancient. This is our young stud, VJ, the Rook Edgecombe. How are you? I'm good. How you doing?
his job is being a big mentor. Are you take it away?
How you doing, man? How you feeling today? How you feeling? Getting ready for tonight?
I feel great, bro. Let's say getting ready.
You look great. You know, phenomenal. You know, start to the year. You know, going out here. Let me stop playing.
No, see, he's playing.
He gotta get ready for a game. He gotta get ready for a game. I appreciate you.
Thanks, BJ. But you're playing both hats. You wear so many hats. In terms of being a mentor on this team, you know, what have you seen out of both Tyrese and VJ as to why they're gotten out to such a hot start?
I think their stillness. I think their ability to stay in the moment has been phenomenal. I think VJ is not an average rookie. I think his background, his upbringing kind of made him who he is. He stays in the moment. He doesn't get up. He doesn't get down. He kind of just stays there. And he's an unbelievable kid. And Tyrese Maxey, and I said it all along, I said it in our media day, I knew he was going to have a monster year. I've had an opportunity to be around him for a full now 2.5 years, and like he's really like little bro. Hey, what, Jared?
Now Jared McCain is also. This is what happens in the locker room.
Come on. You want to come say hi?
Thank you, Kyle. See, look. And also, slick back. That's it. Happy Halloween. Thanks for joining us, Ian.
Yeah, that's absolutely prime access in the locker room. Stan, the Boston Celtics, they start the season 0-3. They've won 2 in a row. What has changed for Joe Mazzulla's squad?
Well, they've rebounded better.
Yep.
And they've shot a little bit better, made 21 threes against Cleveland the other night. But this team plays with great energy. One of 6 teams in the league in the top 10 offensively and defensively, and they're going to bring it on every possession.
All right, we're getting you ready for opening tip here in Philadelphia. It is Halloween. I, of course, came as a certified public accountant. And Stan, you came as a head coach from 1997, pre-COVID, where you were still allowed to wear suits.
That's exactly right. And our studio crew stepped it up a notch for Halloween.
Oh, I think so.
They went from casual last week to smart casual this week. So who knows what next week will bring. But Dirk, help us out a little bit, you guys in the studio, and talk about the challenges Joel Embiid is facing coming back from injury and playing with a minutes restriction.
And it's tough. It's tough to find the rhythm. I know he's frustrated at times. He shouldn't have sat there and in the press conference say he should have stayed at home. That wasn't a smart thing to say. You keep that in-house. But I think, honestly, he's been getting better from game to game. First game, obviously, is super slow. He's been getting better. He's been getting more touches. He's getting more involved in the offense. He's shooting the ball well from the top of the key there, from the 3, where he handles the ball a lot. He's getting a little bit more to the basket. He's finishing around the basket better, I guess. But I think it's just going to get better from game to game as he gets his legs more and more. And he will continue to get back and feel stronger.
Yeah, I think, for a guy's shot diet to change as his career goes on is completely normal. I think the thing that I would try to stay away from is shooting those shots that you know the defense wants you to shoot. Yeah. Those are the easy shots. Those are the ones that are like, they're giving it to you. Like, I mean, UD, how many times would you...
Yeah.
When you have an assignment, somebody who is such a tough guard, and they settle for the shot that you want them to take, you're thinking, all right, I did my job. And if they take it, it's fine. You know?
All the time. And sometimes those guys end up being the best player on both teams. Because if he makes the first one, he's just going to keep shooting, so we let him shoot. But when I look at Joel Embiid and I look at what Philadelphia has been able to do, there's a balance here. And I say the balance between being selfish and selfless. Because you got 23 minutes and you got 28 shots in those 23 minutes. So you got them up.
Microwave.
Get them up.
And to follow that, your team is 5-0. So you're getting your shots in your minutes. Mm-hmm. Your team is 5-0. I understand you want to be out there, but understand the balance of what the goal is. The goal is to win games and to get into the playoffs. And then your minutes probably will go up. But I'm not against what Philadelphia is doing right now. Giving him 20, 25 minutes, let him get him up, let him go to work, and then I let those young guys play the other 25, 24 minutes or whatever it may be, because it's been working.
Yeah, and to his credit, he's looked better every game. And like Dirk said, it is
improved.
not easy playing on a minute restriction, especially when you're used to playing 38.
It is frustrating.
Yeah, but feeling those little improvements, I mean, what does that do for Joel Embiid mentally? Just chipping away, getting back to where he wants to be?
Yeah, I think it just gives you like that confidence. You know, it's like having those little goals, right? Coming back from an injury, you know, having a history of injury problems, having those little goals, just like, hey, you know what, I did this. All right, I feel good the next day. I can do this next game. So, yeah, just baby steps. I mean, it sounds
Impose your will early.
Yeah.
12 points in the last game in the paint. 6 points total in the first 2 games.
Tip off in Philly, JB and the Celtics against the Sixers. That's next.
You're watching a special presentation of the NBA on Prime.
Here we go.
Just electrified the crowd.
I'm set on an overdrive. He is set. The clock is laughing in my face. On my own, here we go. Throws it down. He just clamps it down.
Another three. Wow, what a shot. Climb the ladder. Cheat code. Get out of the way. He is that guy.
We welcome you to the Emirates NBA Cup with coverage on Prime, presented by Wingstop. Night 1, group play, the Sixers and the Celtics. East Group B. Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver, former wideout, Deshaun Jackson. Ringing the bell. More like hammering the bell. That's getting the Sixers fans ready to go with Tyrese Maxey, the NBA's leading scorer right now, just a week and change into the season. But boy, has he been scorching hot. Xfinity Mobile Arena opened back in 1996, the home of the 76ers. It's the second of 4 meetings between these two teams. Philadelphia won the first on opening night, 117 to 116. Starting lineup for Boston: Pritchard, White, Brown, Minot, and Queta. And for the hometown 76ers, it's Maxey, the exciting rookie Edgecombe, Oubre, Jabari Walker, one of the new faces, and Joel Embiid, who is on a minutes restriction, but has been highly engaged in this early season process for Nick Nurse.
Yeah, Nick Nurse, championship coach in 2019 for the Raptors. And the guy on the other bench, Joe Mazzulla, also a championship coach just a couple of years ago with Boston.
So we're kicking off the 2025 NBA Cup on Halloween. Rematch from the season opener, where the Sixers had 21 fast break points in that game, and that was just a taste of what they would be all about here in the early portion of the season.
The speed of this team is phenomenal. You know, and that's with those 3 perimeter guys being the top 3 guys in the entire league in minutes per game, and yet they're still playing at that pace.
Boston controls the tip. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Brown, spin, gives it up for Queta. Clear it for Pritchard. He's not shot it well, but he's doing so many things for this Celtic squad. White hands it to Brown. Screen. Maxey got screened off, and Brown just grazes the rim. Good save there by Minot.
Well, that's what Minot does. His energy has really helped him. He had 5 offensive rebounds against Cleveland the other night.
The spin and score for Pritchard.
Those second chance points, huge for Boston. They're 8th in the league right now, almost 18 a game.
Boston with wins over New Orleans and Cleveland. Maxey, side of the rim. There's Pritchard, shifting it into another gear, and the pull-up pop is pure.
Yeah, this is how Joe Mazzulla wants them to play, to push the ball more. This is one of the slowest paced teams in the league for the last couple of years, and now they have changed it up.
Last touch by Pritchard as he was harassing Edgecombe.
And a little bit of a change-up from opening night for Boston. Pritchard started on Maxey, played him most of the game in game 1. Minot now getting the assignment to get more size on Maxey. Pritchard on the rookie Edgecombe.
Maxey gives up his dribble. Embiid way outside. Shot clock is winding down, and a foul on Brown. He was defending Embiid out near the three-point line.
Yeah, in the first couple of games Joel Embiid played coming back off this injury, he just floated around the three-point line, but really went inside the other night.
Finished with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, an overtime win against Washington, and another come-from-behind victory for Philadelphia.
Going one-on-one with Keita, but they're coming on the double team off the dribble, but a great pass by Embiid to Jabari Walker.
So Walker gets the scoring started for Philadelphia, came over from Portland on a two-way deal. Pritchard picked up by Edgecombe. Fendoff. He is on the money tonight.
Right, 3 mid-range pull-ups. Great strength right there. Putting that shoulder into the young guy and creating space for himself.
Kelly Oubre, a versatile piece for Philadelphia, and that's part of who they are. The fact they're so multi-dimensional. Embiid draws the foul. And I think we're getting to the point in the NBA where we're not necessarily labeling players anymore. Remember, for years we talked about tweeners. He's not quite this, he's not quite that. We don't even use the terminology.
No, we don't, not at all. I mean, look, you've still got centers. Joel Embiid, obviously a center. Keita is center tonight. Certainly Jokic, guys like that. You've got a few guys who are definitely point guards, but the majority of the league are just players.
Foul is called on Minot. Joel Embiid, points per game from 21 through 24 last season, injury-riddled, and it affected the whole team. The 76ers never got out of first gear during the regular season.
No, and you know, he's only played 58 games over the last 2 years, and that was coming off of 3 straight years averaging over 30 a game. If he can get back anywhere near that form with what they have on the perimeter, this could be a very dangerous 76er team.
Here's Brown one-on-one with Maxey. Embiid faked on the help, and a foul is called on the floater. Send it over to Cassidy.
Yeah, guys, and Joel Embiid's having a hard time trusting the process when it comes to his load management. You know, after 2 left knee surgeries in the past 14 months, 3 overall in his career, he's still on that strict minutes restriction, as you guys have been talking about. He's called it frustrating, saying short stints make it hard for him to find rhythm. Tyrese Maxey told me he's been reminding Joel, look, you scored 25 points in 20 minutes. You're still that guy. He said Joel gets impatient because he just wants to compete, but Maxey's message has been simple. Let's take some of the pressure off you right now. And Embiid making his case every day to lift the restriction, but for now it's about patience, recovery, rhythm, and getting that body right, guys.
Yeah, no doubt. And we talked to Nick Nurse about it earlier. He said, hey, let's get his confidence back physically, mentally, but he has been very much involved in what the team is doing. He's excited about this squad.
Well, he should be. He's got a lot of perimeter talent around him. And look, the goal is get in the playoffs and have Joel Embiid healthy when you get there and ready to play at 100%.
The launch from Brown, and he nails the triple. Boston thoroughly defeated Cleveland on Wednesday night, 125-105. Start of the season 0-3 for the first time since the 2013-14 season. Embiid, he had it blocked. Brown, the second defender, and Keita is there. He just gummed Walker. Sixers fans wanted to travel on Brown. The fade is good.
I'll tell you what, Philly's doing what you want to try to do to Boston for the most part, which is force them inside the arc and to shoot mid-range jumpers, but Boston knocking them down. Pritchard 3 times and Brown right there.
Celtics are 5 of 7 from the field. The Sixers are 1 out of 5. Embiid loads it up, knocks it down. A 3.
It's his 7th made 3 of the year in just over 3 games.
Pritchard shifting gears. Oh, he just hurt himself.
Yeah, it looks like his ankle. And then he just told the bench, first he was going to stop, and then he said, no, I'm all right.
He's trying to work his way through it, and he got a piece of that, and he knocked it off of Oubre, but Pritchard is not himself right now.
No, they're going to have to get him out. They're going to see if he can shake it off, but
Yeah, there was the roll of that left ankle as he tried to stop.
He's limping. I would be surprised if we don't get a timeout here and get Anthony Simons into the game.
White defended by the rookie Edgecombe. Brown the screen, switch with Oubre. Brown now trying to get physical. The turnaround is good.
Well, after 21 threes against Cleveland, we're seeing Boston off to a quick lead, doing it all in 2-point range right here.
13-7 advantage for the Celtics. Maxi's got the big. Embiid is matched up with the former Timberwolf. Minot. Embiid hangs and gets the roll. +1.
And that's Minot's second foul. Both of them on Embiid.
7 points for Embiid. He can tack on another. The 2 on Minot. So let's see what Joe Mazzulla does. He's going to have Sam Hauser check into the game.
Sam Hauser the other night against Cleveland was hitting threes so quickly. It was incredible. 5 of them in the first quarter. I think 3 of them in the first minute he was in the game.
And the majority of them coming off offensive rebounds. So that's a secondary killer.
No question. Well, they had 18 offensive rebounds in that game. Keita had 5. Minot had 5. Luka Garza off the bench had 5.
Last 2 games, they've averaged 123.5 points per game. They averaged 108 per game in the first 3.
Well, they're playing a lot more like Joe Mazzulla had envisioned. Faster, getting out in transition, crashing the glass, and taking whatever shots are there. We're seeing tonight Philly really working on limiting threes. Boston taking advantage inside.
Quentin Grimes is in. He replaces Jabari Walker for Philadelphia. Grimes had 23.7 rebounds in that rally against Washington Tuesday night. Shot clock is winding down. Pritchard seems to be moving well. Little bump. He hangs and connects.
Wow.
Peyton Pritchard cannot miss. 4 of 4 from the field. He's got 8 points. Embiid, he brought it down low. Keita got a piece of it. Embiid recovers and then taken away by White.
Well, 2 great hands there, Keita and then White. Just a swarming Boston defense.
And a foul called out front as Brown made his move. It'll be against Quentin Grimes. We've got a timeout. More first quarter action coming up from Philly. Fans would rather forget last year, 24-58, their worst record since 2015-2016. They ended the year going 5-31. Sixers players missed a combined 519 games due to injury, the second highest in the NBA. Embiid, George, Maxey, and Jared McCain. They're hoping to get McCain and George back soon. Embiid is making his way to the locker room. And Adem Bona has checked in for Philadelphia. Hauser rims out on a 3-ball. Changes here for Boston as Simons and Garza seeing their first action of the night.
Yeah, and Simons, we know, can score with the best of them. It's a guy who averaged over 20 a game for a couple of years in Portland. And Garza was outstanding off the bench the other night. But Adem Bona for Philly, 8 blocks in the last 2 games in 42 minutes total. He's as good a shot blocker this side of Wembanyama as there is in the league.
Edgecombe, off-balance delivery goes down.
Got great size to get into the paint and over the top. I was actually surprised. It's my first time seeing him in person. Was surprised by how tall he was.
Edgecombe, he's listed at 6'5". Brown, fend off, and the jumper goes. Jaylen Brown is locked in. He's got 9 points.
I'll tell you, we had games in the last couple of years where the Celtics didn't shoot this many mid-range jump shots in the entire game.
Maxey goes to work. Trick or treat, take your pick. Tyrese Maxey averaging 37.5 points per game. Hauser, the high arcing 3 is too strong. Oubre with the board. Get it ahead for Maxey. Simons picks him up. Oubre fires. Off the heel. And it's Simons for Boston. Brown and Pritchard, the only Celtics to score until that opportunity. Simons couldn't convert. Leak out. Grimes lays it in. That's Philadelphia 76er basketball.
Yeah, really get out and run. And Grimes has been so good off the bench. Grimes as the other guard, and then Oubre. They got these 4 guards out here now that can really play with pace.
Sixers cut it to 1. Pritchard comes up short, kept alive by Hauser. Brown now, isolation with Maxey. Takes the baseline and puts it in.
Not much resistance there from Maxey, and an easy bucket for Brown.
He's 5 of 6 from the field, 11 points. And that is going to put the Celtics over the limit. Maxey will go to the free throw line.
And look at this fast break. Maxey ahead, and he just carries it to the rim. Grimes never even had to put it on the floor.
Quentin Grimes was hoping for a long-term deal. The Sixers and Grimes eventually agreed on a 1-year, $8.7 million deal with the idea that he could prove himself once again and make more money down the road. Upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow. Peacock, Mavericks at the Pistons. Coming up Monday on Peacock, the Timberwolves and the Nets. Tuesday, NBC Peacock has got you covered with the Magic and Hawks, Thunder, Clippers. ESPN on Wednesday with the Timberwolves, Knicks, and Spurs and Lakers.
Yeah, and the other Eagle, Noah, has that Timberwolves at Nets game. Yeah, I didn't realize how popular you guys were in this town, but my driver last night, I went to dinner and my driver was telling me what great sports fans they are in Philly, and they love the Eagles.
Oh,
here.
that's what he said.
That's what he said, and I said, well, I love them too. I think they're both great.
Yeah, that was like an episode of Three's Company. You guys were not on the same page. The miss on the inside by Grimes after the make by Simons. Brown swings. Simons says 3.
Well, he can score in a hurry. With he and Hauser, they've got some firepower off this bench.
And just like that, it's a 7-point advantage and a steal by Brown. Hauser tries to clear space, and Brown streaks in for 2. Timeout, Philadelphia. That's a 7-0 burst for the Boston Celtics.
Here's the steal, clearly a foul that he got away with, but this is how Boston wants to play, create turnovers.
Into the lane, pulls up, floats it in. The floater in the paint, it's good at the buzzer. Austin Reeves does it again.
Coming up 9:30 Eastern on Prime, Austin Reeves, the Los Angeles Lakers, Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies, second game of tonight's doubleheader. Out of the timeout, Hauser gets a piece. They were trying to hit Edwards in the corner.
That Hauser sniffed it out. Joe Mazzulla talking before the game about Hauser's defensive instincts. Said he was a good individual defender as soon as he came into the league, but his instincts are just outstanding.
Celtics have been nearly perfect on 2-point attempts. Maxey cans it from long range.
And just after I talked about Hauser's defense, he totally gets lost on Maxey on that inbound play.
Yeah, the SVG jinx is very strong in the first week and change of the season.
Yeah, the defensive jinx.
The defensive jinx, it's very underrated. Brown, a couple of pump fakes. It's good, and the foul. Jaylen Brown is locked and loaded. 15 points on 7 of 8 from the field, and he can tack on one more.
Well, and Boston is 11 of 12 from 2-point range. This is a team we always think of with threes. Philly pushing them off that line, and Boston getting it done from 2 tonight.
Our officiating crew tonight, Courtney Kirkland, Kevin Cutler, and JT Orr, so veteran group. Boston has made its last 6 shots. Brown adds another. And something that Joe Mazzulla has not been shy about. If he doesn't like something, he'll change it, and he'll bring someone else new in.
Quickly.
Hugo Gonzalez, the rookie, is getting ready to check in next dead ball.
It's my guy.
That's your guy. Oubre couldn't finish it. And that was on the cylinder. Bona was battling, but he touched it.
Well, that was a great effort by Adem Bona, though, on the glass. It's what he does. He gets on the offensive board, and he blocks shots on the defensive end.
Boston is shooting 68% from the field. They're trying to push this lead to double figures. Simons being watched by Edwards. Gonzalez is now in, the 19-year-old from Madrid. Simons floated up. Knock away by Oubre. Recovery Gonzalez. Simons swing. White, hot potato. Got a three.
It's got to feel good to Derek White and to Joe Mazzulla to see that go down. They need he and Pritchard to make threes.
Edwards can't answer. Long rebound, Simons. Leak out. Stepping in Grimes, but Gonzalez sticks with the play. Throwing his body around. White. Back-to-back trays.
Well, Hugo Gonzalez just saved them a turnover and turned it into 3 points on that play.
Grimes. Bullet feed. Edwards. Can't hit. And weak side rebound to White. It's a 16-3 extended run.
Well, White got the rebound, but a great block out by Hauser, who might be the best block out guy in the NBA that I've seen.
Simons couldn't get it to go. Sixers now searching for offense. A minute 22 to play in this opening quarter. Maxey, swing. Oubre, they need it. They got it. A triple.
Oubre off to a very efficient start offensively this year. Coming off his best year last year and has been even better this year.
Signed to a 2-year, $16.3 million deal. Keep it on the perimeter. White, is he feeling it? No. Oubre flies in and saves it for Bona. Get it up the floor in a hurry. Attack mode. Maxey drives. Swatted by Queta. Return to sender. He hits the triple. The Celtics are cooking on Halloween.
Nick Nurse very upset about what he thought was a goaltend, but a great effort by Nemish Queta. 10-2 now in fast break points in favor of Boston.
They keep on firing. Edwards, the Kentucky product, misses from three-point territory. It's a 15-point Celtic lead. Is there more? Simons? No. And Philadelphia can hold for one.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit quick with only a 4-second differential for Boston to fire up that three.
Maxey is fouled and will shoot two. Sarcastic cheers from the Sixer crowd.
Here's Queta on that block. I thought he got it legally, and then Ugo knocking down the three. So Ugo's knocked down a three and had an assist for a three.
And brings a physical profile. He backs down to nobody.
Not at all. Look, this team's got some great effort and energy, guys, and that's what Brad Stevens wanted when he put this together. Queta, hard-playing energy guy. Luka Garza, energy guy. Josh Minot, energy guy. Hugo Gonzalez, energy guy, to go along with those guys like White and Brown and Pritchard and Simons, who are also play very hard, but the guys who have to bring your offense. They've got a nice balance. This is going to be a team that's going to be difficult to play against every night.
Minot and Garza in particular, they're trying to prove that they belong in the NBA. So there's a sense of urgency when they hit the floor.
No question, you're on your second chance. You usually don't get more than that.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, Pritchard. At the buzzer, it's no good. Strong opening quarter from the Boston Celtics. They shoot 62%. They turn it over just one time. Emirates NBA Cup time here on Prime. Jaylen Brown and Peyton Pritchard combining for 24 points on 11 of 14 from the field. Celtics, who have won 2 in a row, trying to keep the winning streak alive tonight here in Philadelphia. So Brown will open up the second quarter on the bench. And let's send it over to Cassidy Hubbard.
Yeah, Ian, Nick Nurse was challenging his team in between those quarters, saying sit down and guard and challenge. Absorb some of the hits. You get knocked down, get back up. He wants his team to match the Celtics' physicality because they came out swinging.
No doubt, this is a team that's going to play really hard every single night, and Joe Mazzulla continues to use his bench deep. Shireman in, Tillman in as well.
We've already, this 11 players have already played. We're just at the start of the second quarter. They beat Cleveland the other night, in my opinion, as much on effort as anything else. They just outworked the Cavs.
Embiid back in. There was no injury issue, but he misses on the fadeaway.
Well, they're looking to come and double him on the dribble every time. He pivots away from the double there and is able to get the shot off, but couldn't knock it in.
Trendon Watford seeing his first action for Philadelphia tonight. Simons attacking Embiid, and he puts it off the window.
Well, that's something that when Embiid is at full strength, you can't do as much. But right now, he really cannot get off the floor, and wise to attack him.
Foul is called on Hugo Gonzalez. That is number 2 on him.
And you see it here. Simons fearless, just right at Embiid, and he can't quite get up to challenge.
So right now, Tillman is matched up with Embiid. The stumble and layup attempt. And it's going to be free throws now for Grimes.
I got some ideas.
Okay.
Timeout? No. Time in. I feel like mascots should affect the over-under. Ooh. Betting in space?
Blake Griffin, smart casual.
I
Another
don't know,
free
I
throw
think
coming
that
for
was
Grimes.
more just casual.
That was casual.
In that
I really should
commercial, yeah.
ask you before I make statements about fashion.
Well, you know, I think your daughter and I are pretty much on the same page. We're both fashion people. You know, she has a style set, and I just have my opinions.
Thanks for the pop. 40-27, Celtics in front. 1 minute gone by in this second quarter. White using the screen from Tillman. Pick and pop opportunity. They elect to keep it on the perimeter. White crosses on Embiid. White fakes. Ball was tipped. Gonzalez, the high archer. It hits off the side of the backboard and a shot clock violation.
Embiid did a nice job there on Derek White, staying in the play. That's a tough matchup. He used to be able to get out and move his feet as well as any big man in the league. I don't know how much of that will come back.
Sixers are 4-0 for the first time since the 1920 season. Embiid has it go off the rim.
Do you remember the start of that season, Owen?
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was 6 years ago. And another foul call, which means free throws for Boston. It's going to be White heading to the line. Fewest turnovers in the NBA this season, 12.2. At what point do we start taking the numbers seriously when you start a season?
Okay, well, that one I take seriously because this has always been a low turnover team under Joe Mazzulla. A lot of the numbers, a complete profile, I usually like to be 20 games in to say this is who I think a team is. But some of these things, like the Celtics, are going to shoot a lot of threes. They led the league last year. They're leading the league this year in three-point attempts. That's real. The turnovers are real for the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla's teams take care of the ball.
Rebounding was an issue the first few games, not the case the last two. Plus 15 in the rebounding margin. They were minus 10.3 in the first 3 games. 41-27, Celtics. Watford, hard drive, can't get the roll. Edgecombe is there, Grimes is open, can't hit the 3. And the rebound to Minot.
Well, Philly and Boston have both been great on the offensive boards this year and have both struggled on the defensive glass, so that'll be interesting as this game moves on.
White looking for space. Timer is down to 5. Simons trying to make it happen. One-on-one with Grimes. Simons connects for 3. It was an electric slide jump shot.
Well, that was outstanding defense on Philly's part and just a big-time shot from Anthony Simons.
44-27 Boston. Grimes can't answer. One and done for Philly.
And Minot with another one going up in traffic and getting the ball.
Simons, that's an air ball. 76ers are 1 of 7 from the field in the second quarter. Maxey takes it into the teeth of the defense, and he draws the foul. Gonzalez is playing with 2, and they're going to give the foul to Tillman.
Look at that shot. That is really tough going to your right hand. A lot easier going to your left. But Simons makes a tough one. He's done that for a long time now in this league. He's got 10 points already in only 9 minutes.
And part of what we're seeing with Boston is check your ego at the door. This is going to be a team all season long. They're going to problem solve. They're going to figure it out. I don't know if there's ever going to be a set starting lineup. Basically, Joe Mazzulla wants to keep opponents on edge.
Yeah, look, we know Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and Jaylen Brown are going to play big minutes every night. We know that. And then everybody else, it's going to be mix and match.
Maxey now with 10 points. The middle opens up. White hits on the pull-up pop. And it's been too easy for Boston on the offensive end of the floor.
Well, it's been a lot this year. As well as Philly has played, they have not been good defensively. 25th in the league in defensive rating. They really haven't stopped anyone.
My not with the block on Grimes. Simons with a head of steam. He's fouled. Boston turning defense into offense once again. More free throws for the Celtics.
Boston's energy is fantastic. Minot with the great block gets Boston out in transition. Strong to the rim by Simons.
Philadelphia has trailed by double figures in the fourth quarter in 3 of their 4 games. And keep in mind, they're undefeated, so they continue to come from behind. But this is another big hole. Fit Check presented by Lexus. John Morant. Stan, you should be hosting this segment.
Casual. Also casual.
And Luka he's listed as probable. So Luka might just have the warm-up on because he's ready to play. 47-29. Celtics. Watford push the tempo for Grimes. Sticks the 3.
Well, that time the gamble in the backcourt was exploited by Philly. They were able to get an advantage in numbers and get a wide open corner 3 for a very good shooter.
Simons lines it up. And Watford, there was a foul. He got cut underneath. So it's going to go the other way. Remember in the season opener, Boston could not contain VJ Edgecombe. That was his NBA debut. He's got 1 field goal attempt tonight.
Yeah, he had 34 points in that first game. Maxey had 40. Boston doing a lot better job, changed the matchups a little bit. Maybe that helped.
Once again, no Paul George, left knee surgery recovery, played 41 games last season, getting closer. Jared McCain also getting closer to a return. Edgecombe misses on a 3-ball. Bullet feed. Shireman. Watford got his hands on it, but it's controlled. Simons leaves it. Minot blocked by Embiid. Minot sticks with it, and a foul.
This Boston team just keeps coming at you on the glass, digging out loose balls, getting extra opportunities.
Yeah, Mazzulla was very proud of the offensive rebounding from that Cleveland game and the fact that they cashed in on a number of those second chance opportunities. He said sometimes it's just going to look chaotic out there. He's okay with that.
Absolutely, and look, what he's got is he's got a lot of guys with a sense of urgency, as you said earlier, Ian, to prove they belong in this league. Take advantage of it with your style. Pressure the ball defensively. Get up and down the floor offensively. Attack the glass. And in these last couple of games, the Celtics have done all of that.
They've out-rebounded the Sixers 19-12. Both teams have 4 offensive rebounds. Minot, now in his 4th year in the NBA, was a second-round pick out of Memphis. He's 6'8", but he's got a 7-foot wingspan.
I think he's really going to help him. He can really move his feet, too. That's why you put a guy with his size on Tyrese Maxey.
Edgecombe makes his move, drive and kick. Grimes is open. Too strong on the 3 ball. Oubre taps it over to Edgecombe. Logoland. Tyrese Maxey with a 3.
Well, he came into the league, came into the night leading the league in threes made at 4.5 a game.
But Boston has had answers every single time they've needed it. Jaylen Brown snaps in a triple. He's 8 of 9, 19 points here in the first half. Minot draws the assignment on Maxey, bounce it. Embiid drives, he couldn't slam it. The ball was deflected on his way to the rim. He wanted a foul. 5 on 4. Minot find the open man. Simons got a 3.
Well, the Celtics in transition have been outstanding. 15 fast break points now already.
Timeout, Philadelphia. Boston came in averaging 11.8 fast break points per game, 28th in the league. They have really pushed it.
And it's come off a great defense. Minot finds Simons, knocks in their 8th 3 of the night.
Prime. Kyle Lowry. Stand that slick back from the Boondocks. Big fan. Kelly Oubre. Teen Wolf with the spin. Ow! They're bringing the heat.
Those are some outstanding costumes.
Andre Drummond is in for Philadelphia. Sixers are down by 20. Maxey short. Good box out there by Garza.
Garza really rim runs. Every possession, he puts pressure on the defense.
The former National Player of the Year when he was at Iowa. Now in his 5th season, stints with Detroit and Minnesota. Garza looking to get rid of it, does. Pritchard past the halfway point of the second. Pritchard just stuck on automatic.
I mean, he's 5 for 5 in the mid-range.
Boston is shooting 59% collectively. Philadelphia is at 34%. Oubre, too strong. Edgecombe, the offensive rebound. The dive, Grimes, open layup.
Well, that's one way to get yourself back in the game when you're struggling to shoot the ball. But they've got to get something going on the defensive end, not only tonight, but on the season. They just have not been able to stop anybody.
They end the Boston 8-0 run. Grimes goes behind the back with it. And he slid the pivot foot. Turnover. He was looking to dish it to Oubre, who wasn't quite open. And that hesitancy cost him.
It did. He really wanted Oubre to go back door right there. Oubre didn't read it the same way. And Philly now in zone.
Brown swing, Pritchard zone buster. Yes, sir. It's a 3. 13 for Peyton Pritchard. They extend the lead, largest of the night. Edgecombe off the dribble drive and fade. That's nice.
That was a tough shot. Great patience there in the paint. Good help by Garza. Just got some space.
Simons, step back jumper, doesn't go. Garza's there, and he lays it in. Just parked himself underneath, and it worked.
Garza had 5 offensive rebounds against Cleveland. When you go after every rebound, you're going to get some.
Garza, big and strong, listed at 6'10", 245. We're going to hit the 4-minute mark of this second quarter. Celtics in command. Pritchard again. Slam down, but won't count. Minot thought he was going to get a high flyer dunk.
But Garza pushed Drummond under the rim. It's a good call right here by JT Orr. He's on this. He just shoved Drummond out of the way, which was what opened up Minot to the glass, and he'll put Drummond on the line.
So that's number 2 on Garza. Andre Drummond, a career 49% shooter.
He's only 1 for 5 from the line this year. One of the best rebounders this league has ever seen, though, and leading the league this year in rebounds per minute.
He's a 4-time rebounding leader in his career, 2-time All-Star.
And he's the leading active rebounder in the league for his career, over 12 a game, now down to limited minutes. But coming into this game, he had 30 rebounds in only 53 minutes. So he's still going to go get it on the glass.
Yeah, he figured it out early that he had a skill, and he perfected that skill.
Absolutely right.
62-40, Celtics up on the Sixers with 7 to shoot. Pritchard, Brown, ball fake, put it upstairs, and Garza's there. Well read by Brown, and then Garza does the rest.
Philly's got to get some defense going and try to get this thing down at least in maybe the 15 to 17 range before the half.
Oubre gets inside. Smaller defender Simons fouls him. Chance for 3.
I mean, Philly's been one of the best comeback teams in the league. We know that. They've come back from double digits down in the fourth quarter in 3 of their wins, but they're going to have to make this a little closer to give them a chance in that fourth quarter.
You see there's a reddish hue in Kelly Oubre's hair.
Yeah, what's that all about, Cassidy? What's the red about? What's the meaning there?
Yeah, so Stan, the red hair is not just for show. Kelly said he wanted to bring that fire that's inside of me outside a little bit, so when you see him play, you can feel it, and that mindset really matches the work he's put in the summer, battling through hand injuries last few years. He's working with a therapist to get motion back in there, but he's going from, you know, Tsunami Poppy with the flow and the fire. Stan, do you know that that's his nickname?
I did not know that.
And now he has the fire with his hair.
See, we're learning things as we go.
We're learning as we go. I didn't realize hair color was symbolic of anything.
Here's Maxey dishing inside. Drummond couldn't catch it initially. Gathers, gets out of the paint. Swing with 3 to shoot. Edgecombe goes to work. And his 3 is silky smooth.
He has got a nice stroke. That combined with his athleticism, wow.
When we asked Nick Nurse about Edgecombe, he said from day 1, that day after they drafted him, he came to work. And the one thing he asked the coaching staff is, hey, I want to rework my shot. He has, and it's worked. White misses on the push shot. Up ahead, Edgecombe explosive in the open floor. Oh, the American finger roll, plus the foul.
And that's how Philly wants to play, getting out in transition, and that's going to get Joe Mazzulla to take his first time out of the night. Here it is, B.J. Edgecombe, a high flyer, takes off and just carries it to the rim in an and-one opportunity.
B.J. Edgecombe's rise is one of the most inspiring stories of this young NBA season. Grew up on the tiny island of Bimini in the Bahamas, where his family lived off a generator for 7 years, learning the game barefoot, shooting on a crate. At 13, he was holding his own against older players at Buddy Hield's basketball camp. A year later, at 14, he moved to the U.S. with just his brother, no college offers, just belief for a better life. Became a McDonald's All-American, Big 12 Freshman of the Year, and the Sixers' #3 pick. Already showing the maturity, work ethic, and two-way fire that started in that Bimini backyard. He's been quite a story, guys, and so much more to be written ahead.
And Cassidy, there's an electricity when he gets out in transition that you might see something you haven't seen before. Pritchard, ball fake out of the timeout. Floater is good.
I just, Peyton Pritchard tonight, 6 for 7 on 2s. I don't think I've ever seen him do that.
Edgecombe comes up short. And that ball knocked out of bounds off of Philadelphia. 18-point cushion for the Boston Celtics as Joe Mazzulla continues to mix up his lineups on the floor, with Keita now in there along with Hauser.
Well, he wants guys going full throttle all the time.
Edwards defending Pritchard. Keita sets the screen. 10 to shoot. Probing, spinning, short. Maxey gets cut off initially by Hauser, tries to take him off the dribble. Around the world for Edgecombe. 10 to shoot. Edgecombe lost it. Pritchard gets a piece. Corner pop. Oh, it's Andre Drummond with a downtown hit.
His first made 3 of the year. Missed his first 2. Worked on it a lot before the game tonight, I noticed. Stroke looks a lot better. It's just interesting. His stroke looks better shooting the 3 than it does at the free throw line.
He is a career 13% three-point shooter, and he shot it with confidence.
Yeah, I wonder what Nick Nurse's confidence was when he shot.
You think that's a no, 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 yes?
Well, I know when I coached Andre, I liked a lot of the things he did, and I didn't want him shooting 3s. He did a great job breaking that lob up, though.
And it sets up Edgecombe and Oubre. Oubre drives, he scores, and 1. Sixers on the comeback trail. It's a 13-2 run.
Well, when they've been able to get stops, make defensive plays, they've been able to turn it into offense. They've just got to play more solid defense, but they got a chance to cut it to 12 here. Great play by Drummond at the other end, breaking up the lob.
This has been their calling card so far in the young season. Get down by double figures and make a move. Usually it happens in the 4th quarter. Popped up in the air, and a loose ball foul. It's staying right here. So the miss by Oubre, but the foul against Boston will mean 2 more free throws. This time it's Drummond at the line.
Well, listen, if you've got Drummond on the free throw line, you've got to do a great job blocking out. He is a relentless offensive rebounder.
So the Sixers have not shot it well at the stripe. They're 10 of 16.
They get to the line so much this year, 32 times a game. 3rd in the league coming in, and they're on their way to doing that again.
Coming up next, we've got it for you. The half presented by AT&T. Taylor Rooks, Dirk Nowitzki, Udonis Haslem, Blake Griffin.
I was going to say, I mean, on our card, it didn't say Blake Griffin. Did he load manage? He gets halftime off?
He might have.
You know, like he's like, I'm not doing 2 full games.
I'm going freelance here. I'm assuming he's going to be there.
Okay.
15-2 run. Oubre takes it away from Brown. Edwards to Maxey, and it was an over and back. Edwards had not established to then go backwards. He was right in the middle.
They gave away a big opportunity there.
I think Nick Nurse was considering challenging. 7-second difference, shot clock to game clock. White, pull up, he's got it.
The mid-range Celtics.
11 points for Derek White. And you get a potential 4 or 5 point swing in that sequence. 7 seconds, shot clock is turned off. Oubre thought about it, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Oubre hangs, he gets it to go. 0.3 on the clock. And that's how the half will end. So a flurry from Philadelphia. Boston still maintains a double-digit lead, but it could have easily gone the other way on the Sixers. 68-57 at halftime, a 17-4 run from Philly. You're watching Emirates NBA Cup coverage on Prime, presented by Wingstop.
Welcome in. Celtics up 11, trying to hand the Sixers their first loss of the season. I'm Taylor Rooks, joined by Dirk Nowitzki, Blake Griffin, and Udonis Haslem. Great first half of basketball there, boys.
Great defense.
Yeah.
This is what we expected from Boston. We have the #1 defense and the #1 scoring offense, and this is what we expected. Philadelphia got it going in the second half, in the second quarter a little bit towards the end, but Boston definitely imposed their will.
Yeah. So time now for a data deep dive presented by AT&T. You heard UD chat about it there. The defense was a huge storyline in the first half and a big reason why they built up a double-digit lead. Boston holding Philly to 44.2% from the field and 36.8% on threes. What sticks out there, Udonis?
Love it, love it. I mean, they're going to load the ball up. You're not going to just get down the court without making passes. You're going to have to get in the paint. You have to spray the ball. You're going to have to make them rotate. You're not going to get a point or a shot on your first option. You're going to have to get to your second or third option to get a shot against Boston.
I love when they do it by committee. I mean, they bring their subs in and they pick up full court. I mean, there was multiple possessions where Philly didn't get the ball across half court till 16 on the shot clock. It doesn't sound like much, but as you know, that is so important.
Difference.
Makes a huge difference. Now you're operating. Now you're more than likely going to be taking a shot with the shot clock winding down. And as we know, those shots aren't as high-quality shots.
What are we seeing specifically on how they are guarding Tyrese Maxey?
I think they just make him see a crowd. You want him in transition. You want to come back. You want to build boxes and elbows, not have him see a bunch of room there where he can penetrate and go. They're trapping him some. They're fake trapping him going back. So I think anytime with a great player, you try to mix it up. He can't get a steady dose of something. There, he's getting swarmed when he gets to the paint. So they're making it hard for him, but he's a heck of a scorer, and he'll keep attacking and he'll keep going.
He came into tonight averaging a little over 18 points and a little over 12 shots in the first half. He had just 7 in the first half. So Celtics breaking him down a little bit.
Every time he gets to that weak side wing, you can see the top guy in that film. It was Jaylen Brown coming to that elbow. He is not seeing open elbows. He cannot attack. The best thing they could have done is what they did at the last one. Take him off the ball. Have him come off some pin downs. Have him come off some screens. Get him some open shots. But you're not going to be able to just ISO from the wing and get downhill against Boston.
Quicker,
Absolutely.
Catch and go, attack a little quicker, and not have the defense set.
Until his point. He's taking a picture out of Steph Curry's book because he can play off the ball. We saw him come off a pin down and shoot a 3. This is something that Steph Curry is great at. You can put him on the ball. He can play pick and rolls. He can get it from all 3 levels. Or you can take him off the ball. He can create for other people, and he can pop and get his own shot. So I love the mix and match what they're doing with him right now.
Yeah, let's stick there with Jaylen Brown. 19 points. What do you like from him, Blake?
I just like that he's letting the game come to him. It doesn't look like he's forcing anything. I mean, he's taking the shots that come to him. He's been really good from mid-range this season. He's also gotten to the rim, taking the open shots like he did right there, knock it down. It also just looks like he's not pressing. Like he's not trying to go get 20 right away or go put his imprint on the game. He's just letting it come to him. And guys like that are dangerous when they're just letting the game come.
Honestly, I think he's been in a great flow all season. He's been scoring from all over the place. His 3-ball is there. His mid-range is good. He's getting to the basket. He's a super good athlete, obviously. The Celtics are great at creating turnovers. That gets him on the run. That's what we talked about even before the season. They need to speed the game up. They need to get him on the move. He's so great in the open court. So he's been having a tremendous season so far, and he's having a great night tonight.
Well, Sixers closed the half on a 17-4 run. You called them the comeback kids, Dirk. Can't get too comfy.
3 out of 4 games so far this season. They were trailing by double figures and came back to win. Now they're trailing again by double figures. We'll see if they can keep that going. Really, through the 3 quarters, they've always kind of been lumbering around. And then the 4th quarter, they make huge runs. They did it in Boston in the first game, where they came back right at the beginning of the 4th.
One of their superstars back tonight. Dirk's happy. Luka's available to play after missing the last 3 games. Averaged 46 in his first 2 games this season. Nice to have him back. But, another high-scoring guy while he was gone was Austin Reeves. We've been talking about how is Austin going to keep that rhythm with Luka coming back, Dirk?
Yeah, I think obviously we know Luka is very ball dominant, but, he's got to mix it up. He's got to pass the ball ahead to Austin, let him go. And mix it up in pick and roll, sometimes get off the ball for Luka. So you just got to keep Austin in rhythm. He's been playing tremendous. He's been doing everything for them offensively, whether it's passing, getting everybody else involved, looking for his own shot. So looking forward to seeing this tonight.
Yeah, I mean, for me too. I love what Austin Reeves is able to do. But Luka coming in doesn't change anything for him. Mm-hmm. Him being that 3rd option, he's used to playing off the ball. He's used to having the ball in his hands sometimes when Luka and Brown and those guys are on the bench. So I think he'll be as impactful and as effective because that's his normal role.
Yeah.
Excited to head out west. Lakers Grizzlies. I'm into it. All right, a 10-point first half for the rookie VJ Edgecombe. Sixers have some work to do, though. Boston leads at 68-57. The second half is coming up next.
Got to get some stops.
The Half is presented by AT&T. Connecting
The winning streak to 3 games. Iron Eagles, Stan Van Gundy, Cassidy Hubbard. What stood out for you in that first half? Celtics had a huge lead. Philadelphia did battle back.
Yeah, they battled back because they finally got some stops. Udonis Haslem said it halftime in the studio show. You got to get some stops.
All right, let's check out Wingstop from the wing.
Well, Jaylen Brown off to a great start in the first half with 19 points. Here he just gets that right shoulder in to get a little bit of space on Walker and knocks it down. Now here, solid screen, force the switch, and then seal the smaller VJ Edgecombe and shoot the turnaround over the top. Great job using his size inside. Very efficient tonight.
That combination of Brown and Pritchard was deadly in the first half. Cassidy Hubbard spoke with Nick Nurse. Let's get a report from Cassidy.
Yeah, I asked him his message to his team after especially that 15-2 run to end the quarter, and he said, I just didn't think we played with any aggressiveness on either side of the ball. We were just back on our heels most of the half. Then in the last 5 minutes, they did what they needed to, attacking sooner, getting ball pressure, improving on the pressure, and he says that's the way we want to play, and it showed to end that quarter.
And let's see how they open up this second half. It starts on a positive with Joel Embiid popping from the outside and knocking it down.
And they cut it to a single digit for the first time in quite a while.
10 now for Embiid. Brown, take it away. Maxey will go in uncontested for the layup.
Well, this is how they ended the half, turning defense into offense. That's what will get them back into this game.
68-61 Boston. Largest lead has been 24 for the Celtics. Brown turns over Oubre, missed it. Oubre tried to sell a foul. Rebounded by Embiid. Right now it's 4 on 5. Oubre late to get up, and now he joins his teammates. Embiid, show it, score it.
A great job on the fake handoff to get him a chance to turn the corner.
It's a 5-point game. Early stages of this third quarter. Oubre fell down. That means someone's open. Pritchard off. And Walker boxes out Minot to make sure they couldn't get the rebound.
Here Maxey, great help defense, gets a steal and then goes the whole way. And then Embiid fakes the handoff, gets Keita out of position and gets it all the way to the rim.
Little Jalen Hurts for Embiid, and off the deflection. White takes the ricochet, has it blocked by Embiid.
Well, great job there by Boston to create the turnover, but Embiid did not quit on the play. Chased it down and gets the block. White wanted a foul, but clean block right there. Pritchard continues to struggle from three. He's been great from the mid-range tonight. 6 for 8, but 1 for 5 from 3. And now on the year, 8 for 42, under 20%.
Keita hands to White, open look, air ball.
And White had hit 2 tonight, but those 2 guards, both very good, very reliable three-point shooters in the past, have struggled to start this year from 3. Done a lot of other really good things, both of them, but the three-point shooting has been a struggle.
Philadelphia with wins over Boston, Charlotte, Orlando, and Washington. Maxey misses from the outside. Brown, give it up. Keita stuffs it down.
It's a great left-handed finish there from Keita, but Philly pushing the pace right back. But Derek White, the best shot blocking guard in the NBA, comes up with another one, his second of the night.
So off the made basket, Philadelphia pushing the tempo, but White is there to negate Oubre.
Yeah, they gave that block to Jaylen Brown, but I think that was Derek White.
Get it in, Edgecombe feeds Embiid, that's off the hands of Maxey. out of bounds.
Eight turnovers now for Philly, who had been good after the start of the game, and they're third in the league in turnovers at only 12 and a half a game.
Hard drive, White missed it. Embiid wrestling with White, and we're going to get a foul call. Embiid in a battle with White.
He called the foul on Derek White. White thought the foul was on Joel Embiid.
So you had Philadelphia going the other way. White stood there. He couldn't believe that
he
that was the
couldn't at
call.
all.
7-point game. Just about 3 minutes gone by here in the third. Philadelphia, one of 4 undefeated teams. Chicago, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, the other 3. Oubre works his way in. Oh, he got it with the full palm. Keita.
And then Keita just turns and runs.
Pritchard, swing. Brown, open look. Rims out. Keita got his hands on it. Another wrestling match. Edgecombe trying to save it. Oubre, he bounces it off of Keita, out of bounds.
Well, the effort and the sense of urgency from both these teams right now is outstanding. And that's going to be an illegal screen on Embiid. Easy call there for Courtney Kirkland.
He was trying to free up Maxey, and Minot was there. Embiid making contact with him right here.
Yeah, you could see him just move right into him. But both these teams playing very, very hard, as they usually do. But I'm going to tell you, I know maybe not everybody agrees with this. There's a little more on the line when they're in these Emirates NBA Cup games.
You're a fan.
I'm a huge fan. I think anything that's a league-wide competition has got to get your blood boiling.
The banker goes for Jaylen Brown, and he wanted a foul call as well.
His first bucket of the second half.
So this is group stage action of the Emirates NBA Cup. Group B in the East. Embiid. Fake, drive, deuce.
This is a guy playing at like maybe 50%.
Turnover. Oubre missed it. Stuffed down, but a foul called. Maxey's shot won't count. Oubre will go to the free throw line. Jaylen Brown with the personal. So Kelly Oubre, career 75% shooter, heads to the line. He can crack double figures, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals for the 11-year veteran.
He's always been a guy who has excelled on the defensive end of the floor, but the last year and a half here he's been much more efficient offensively.
And a technical foul has been called. Jaylen Brown was very upset, and he continued to voice his opinion. He picks up the tee.
And they've got to get him calmed down, which they're trying to do because they can't afford to lose Jaylen Brown.
Basically every Celtic came over to Brown at some point just to try to change the mood. And Maxey cuts a little deeper into the Boston lead. Oubre is 0 of 3 at the free throw line. Finally makes one. And this is now a 5-point game as we hit 8 minutes to go in the third. Long-time Atlantic Division rivals going head-to-head tonight here in Philadelphia. Pritchard lets it fly. Rebound, Oubre trying to save. And last touch by Philadelphia. This was the play that Brown was upset about, that there was no call on that end after the make.
Well,
and then he got called for the foul.
Yeah, clear foul and a clear foul there. So they missed the one on him, I'll agree, but that's a foul there. They did not miss this one.
Boston is 2 of 9 from the field in the third quarter.
And have not made a three. Missed all 4 of their attempts.
Right now they're trying to confirm the shot clock. It will be at 14. Derek White to inbound. In for Queta. Handed off to Pritchard. They'll get it back from Queta with 4 to shoot. Pritchard has it blocked by Maxey. Embiid handles it. Maxey using the Embiid screen. 1-on-1. Embiid drives, stops, hits, and the foul.
I think you've got to attack Embiid's dribble there. You can't just leave Queta on an island out there 1-on-1.
16 points in 16 minutes. The minute restriction has been at about 20 minutes per game, but Embiid has been highly efficient, and the comeback trail continues for the Allen Iverson is a new original documentary series chronicling the NBA legend's early life and career in an unapologetic look back at his time throughout the NBA. Watch Allen Iverson only on Prime. AI is here, hanging with former Eagle Deshaun Jackson. Huge ovation from the crowd when he was shown on the big screen earlier.
Well, look, I mean, you had to love AI if you were a Philly fan. I didn't like having to play against him, I'll tell you that. I mean, one of the great competitors in the game. Coached him in the 2005 All-Star game. Never see a guy who wanted to win an All-Star game more than he did. My assistant coaches, because they get more money if you win, every time I wanted to take him out in the second half, they're like, no. I think we played him like the entire second half.
That bounces off the foot of Brown, out of bounds. Philadelphia's on a 13-4 run to start the third quarter.
Yeah, the third quarters have been tough right here, Philly, but tonight, not so much. They've been the worst third quarter team in the league. Tonight, they're getting it done.
Embiid gets scraped by White. White is trying to make sure that Joel is okay. It's a foul out front on Derek White. The Celtics have not trailed tonight.
Well, this was a 24-point lead not all that long ago in terms of game time. And Philly has just come storming back. Boston struggling at the offensive end. Philly's defense, this stretch of defense from Philly may be the best that I have seen. And
it is the 4th team foul against Boston, so the next one will put Philadelphia at the free throw line. Joe Mazzulla is just trying to find the right combination out on the floor. Hauser, Garza, and Simons are in. Maxey ties the game.
Well, Maxey's got 18.
72-72, 6.5 remaining in the third. Walker extends out to deal with Simons. Brown sets the screen, switch with Oubre. Simons, shot clock winding down. He hoists, grazes the rim, offensive rebound, Pritchard. Set it up for Simons. Open look, Jaylen Brown, money, a three.
It's his third made three of the night.
Celtics lead by 3. Swing for Oubre. Embiid asking for it against Garza. Isolation, now help. He tried to dump it down to the cutter Oubre. Instead, it's a turnover. Simons turns on the Jets. Brown is there. Cleanup duty for Jaylen Brown.
Well, in Boston now, getting offense off their defense.
Embiid did not see the defender Simons. He's going to take it anyway and miss it. Out of bounds.
Missed badly.
Live update presented by FanDuel. Start of the game, Philadelphia +1 currently, +3.5. 77-72. Celtics in front.
Heed goes to the bench, get a little rest. Andre Drummond in.
Pritchard for Brown. Maxey closes in. He'll pick up the foul. That is team foul number 2 on Philly. Sixers have 6 new faces on the roster. Last season was completely derailed by injuries. They lost the season series to Boston 3-1, won the opener by 1. Brown. That ball died at the rim, and there were 3 red jerseys there for the board. Edgecombe. Oh, the handles and the touch for the rookie.
Yeah, when he can get into the paint, he can just elevate over people. 12 points tonight, but very efficient. But Brown right back at it.
Jaylen Brown attacking the rim. 79-74 Celtics. Oubre was looking to set it up for Maxey. Instead, we'll go to the other side and Edgecombe. Simons sticks in front of him. Drummond made a 3 earlier. Drummond spin against the grain. Oubre lets it fly. Can't hit the 3. Celtics lead by 5. Pritchard, the 3. Garza grabs it. Offensive board. Simons off the heel. Hauser offensive board. Floater, no. Long rebound to Maxey. Sixers on the move. The shovel. Edgecombe. Skywalker.
I'd like to jump like that just one time in my life, Ian. Just one time to see what it feels like.
VJ Edgecombe goes to the upper room. Pritchard's got a deep scratch on his shoulder. And the officials have stopped play so that the Celtics can deal with it.
And there it is. Edgecombe to the finish. Both of these teams really looking to run. I think both these coaches would like to see even more in transition than they've had, but 17 fast break points for Boston, 12 for Philly.
The NBA on Prime is brought to you by Wingstop. Big plays with even bigger flavor. Wingstop is here. And by CarMax. Want to drive? It's a 3-point game, 3:53 mark of the third quarter. Sixers will host Boston on November the 11th. That'll be the 3rd meeting of the season, and then they'll wrap up the season series at Boston on March the 1st.
And so I play them 3 times in a hurry here early in the year and then wait till the end of the season for the final matchup.
Celtics have held their last 2 opponents to 97.5 points. Sixers have picked up the scoring after it looked like that was the trend line that we were following. Brown over Edgecombe. Good defense by the rookie. Rebound knocked to the outside. Pritchard can't hit the 3. Oubre, it goes between his legs, out of bounds.
A great effort. Pritchard is just struggling. He's gotten the best looks he's had all year tonight, and he's still 1 for 9 from 3, 8 for 46 on the year.
10 offensive rebounds for the Celtics as Brown will take a seat.
Well, the Celtics are a very good offensive rebounding team. Came in 9th in offensive rebound percentage. Philly was 6th in offensive rebound percentage.
Got a timeout. Pritchard is just going through the motion of the 3 at some point. You're watching Emirates NBA Cup with coverage on Prime presented by Wingstop. All right, the officials were taking a look at the out of bounds. It was called last touch Oubre, but as they looked, they saw that Jaylen Brown grabbed Oubre. So a foul has been assessed to Brown. Oubre will go to the free throw line because the Celtics are over the limit. Brown was going to the bench. And then the timeout was taken.
And a lot of times you will see that in the challenges because the referees can look at anything that is proximate to the play. And so they can challenge the out of bounds, even though they knew it was obviously off of Oubre. But somebody, whoever's responsible for Philly on the replay, said, I think we got a foul on Jaylen Brown. Let's challenge this. And sure enough, they got it, and that's Brown's third foul.
So Brown to the bench. Sixers with a chance to cut this to 1 if Oubre can make a pair. 3:32 to go in the third.
Oubre's been struggling at the line tonight, but he gets that one. He was 1 for 4 before that one.
Oubre's played with Washington, Phoenix, Golden State, Charlotte, and now this stint with Philadelphia. 1 out of 2. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics lead by 2. Simons gets to the rim, +1.
Wow.
A blast from Simons. Chance for 3.
We talked about the speed of Philly's guards, but right here, Simons just turns a corner on the pick and roll and goes right by Andre Drummond and 1. Simons with 16 points as he goes to the line, and the Celtics are +19 in his 19 minutes in the game. Now +20.
He's in his 8th year, but he's only 26 years old. All of his previous experience in Portland. He was acquired for Drew Holiday on the back end of a 4-year, $100 million deal. Grimes, give it up for Watford. Contact Edwards, can't get it to go. And the rebound to Gonzalez. Pritchard trying to force his way in against Grimes. Garza, it's blocked by Drummond. Same team with Grimes, so the Celtics have it. Pritchard. Shovels. And Garza with that little looper.
Look, he hit a couple of those the other night against Cleveland. That's his shot. He loves getting right to that dotted circle. That little push shot.
Yeah, we've seen how effective that's been for Isaiah Hartenstein as a lefty. Kick it. Drummond made a 3. Off the mark. Looked pretty good coming off the fingertips, and it's out of bounds. Celtics 84, Sixers 77. Second chance points in favor of Boston, 15-9. The other part for Boston that has been so impressive has been the bench scoring in recent games. Simons has led the way. That won't go.
Philly's got to get the ball in VJ Edgecombe's hands a little bit.
Grimes looks for him. He fires. Rimming out. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Pritchard against the bigger Watford. Gonzalez, too strong. And Drummond is there for the board. Grimes head on a swivel. Back it out for Watford. Penetrates, dishes, and Drummond too strong. Edgecombe tried to guide it. And it's claimed by Simons. Pritchard gets around Edwards. Stops, spins. Two-man game with Garza. Garza, he's going to take and make a 3.
Well, he can do that. He's added that to his game.
31% in his career. 8-0 run. Gonzalez knocks it away, and Gonzalez will go in for the Ugo Jam.
I tell you what, this guy plays with incredible energy. He's played only 8 minutes tonight, Ian, and they are plus 16 with him on the floor.
10-0 run. Gonzalez lays out for it. And that's going to be a potential floor burn out of bounds.
Well, that's a definite floor burn, and I'm sure he's had a lot of them in his young career playing for Real Madrid. Here it is. That ball's already out of bounds. I love me some Hugo Gonzalez.
You said that you had a man crush on Gonzalez in the season opener.
Well, here's the thing, too, I like about Gonzalez, okay? The 2 best games he's played are the 2 we've had. You know what he is, Ian?
Yeah.
He's a prime-time player.
And so is Tyrese Maxey, who drains it from long range. Maxey now with 21 points, 11 assists. The Celtics up by 9. 8-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. A lot of dribbling for Simons. Screen from Garza. Simons, it's taken away. Grimes is going to take it in, and he misses on the jam. Foul is called. Gonzalez got him.
He just refused to give up on that play. I thought for sure that was just going to be an uncontested dunk, but Grimes comes. Nick Nurse wants him to look at something, but I don't think so. That's a legitimate play on the ball. Good foul call, but there's nothing flagrant there.
So Gonzalez picks up the personal. Grimes will shoot 2. Career 76% shooter.
He's only...
Upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow night, the Mavericks and the Pistons on Peacock. Peacock again on Monday night. Timberwolves and Nets, NBC and Peacock. Magic Hawks, Clippers Thunder. Wednesday ESPN, Timberwolves, Knicks, and the Spurs at the Lakers.
That Spurs-Lakers game's a tune-up for our game next Friday. Spurs and the Rockets on NBA on Prime.
America now knows your schedule, Stan.
That's right.
Hauser missed it just before the buzzer. And we go to the 4th competitive one in Philadelphia. Emirates it. The launch from Brown, and he nails the triple. Embiid loads it up, knocks it down. Maxey drives, slide. It's game night here on Prime. Jaylen Brown, 28 points to lead the Boston Celtics. Joel Embiid, 17-9 in the 3rd quarter. It's a minute's restriction for Embiid, so we'll see how much is left for Embiid the rest of the way.
We could see him another 4 or 5 minutes. He's played fewer than 8 minutes total in the 4th quarter so far in the 3 games that he's played, but we might see him for a few minutes.
Well, Philadelphia has been fantastic in the 4th quarter so far in the young season, shooting 53% from 3-point territory. White, Simons, Garza, Gonzalez, and Hauser, the 5 on the floor for Boston. Bona is in there using the body on Garza. Shot clock is down to 6. White, that ball went down low, and Maxey hits the deck to get it. Ahead, Bona, swing, Grimes, too strong. And a loose ball foul, and staying right here. Gonzalez got the rebound because there was a push on the interior.
Well, you said it to start the quarter, Ryan. Philadelphia, the best 4th quarter team in the league so far, but the 2nd best 4th quarter team in the league so far. Take a guess.
I'm going to say Boston.
Boston, there you go. It's hard to fool you.
It really is.
It's hard to fool you.
You have so much deep knowledge when I
You
can
do. It's incredible.
read your body language. You were basically leaning towards Boston. I was like, you're not a good poker player. Gonzalez, his 4th foul. Watford, spin. And that's a travel. Watford is out there with Grimes, Oubre, Bona, and Maxey.
2 starters out there for each team.
That is the 13th Philadelphia turnover.
And they're averaging fewer than that coming in.
And another whistle stops play. It is Bona who got handsy with Keita. Boston's bench continues to produce not just scoring, but rebounding. They have 21 rebounds off the bench.
Right, and to put that in perspective, Philadelphia has 27 rebounds total.
Gonzalez missed on the short pop. It was an air ball from Simons.
That was a rare double air ball right there.
Double air ball.
He airballed it over to him, and he airballed it right back.
Oubre, bottom, a three.
Kelly Oubre having another solid game. Struggling only at the free throw line.
Down goes Oubre. Somebody lost their shoe. It is Queta. Gonzalez swing. The shoe is still at the three-point line. Simons, that was partially blocked. Queta picks up his shoe, but he's working with just one sneaker. Sixers are down by 4. Grimes misses on a 3-ball. Tracked down by Oubre. He'll fire. Too strong. Queta's shoe just nearly hit Courtney Kirkland, the official. He's trying to get his shoe on, and Kirkland's telling him, hey, I can't stop the game.
Guys used to. Referees, you know, the trick they used to use, they'd have somebody come out and dry up the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on up.
That's a good one.
The kids would look at you like, what?
There's nothing
no
there.
spot.
Yeah.
It was just to give them a chance to put the shoe on.
Simons, swing, Hauser, open look, book it, rattles home on a tray.
That's his first bucket of the night.
Does have 6 rebounds off the bench, and it's 92-85 Celtics. Watford over for Grimes. Edgecombe getting ready to check in. Maxey wearing 2 different colored sneakers, one-on-one with Hauser. Lines it up. That's off. Queta rebounded it with his shoulder. And here come the Celtics. Simons. It's blocked. The block by Bona.
Well, Bona can really block shots.
Bona running. Oh, excuse me. Adem Bona with a Euro and tipping off his own miss.
Wow, 94 feet of effort. Block shot, run the floor, miss and tip your own back in. Incredible effort by Adem Bona.
Pull up, White. Flying in Gonzalez, but Maxey grabs it. Maxey dribbled it off his foot, out of bounds.
That's his 5th turnover of the night. Look at the block there by Bona, and then he runs the floor, misses, but quick second jump right back up. Now, one thing you can't question either team on in this game,
effort.
The effort and intensity and the pace of play. Even in the half court, just the quickness and the pace of play has been outstanding. A great sense of urgency.
Simons defended there by Edgecombe. 7 to shoot.
Wow.
Simons trying to shake off Edgecombe. Simons drive. The second defender. Do not go in there.
Wow. That was great defense by Edgecombe, and then a tremendous block by Bona. This is his 10th in the last 3 games in only 52 minutes on 10 block shots.
Throw it to the rim. Queta, you can't do it any better. On a rock attack off the inbound and a steal. White lines it up. And it's rebounded by Maxey.
Great lob off the inbounds, and then Hugo Gonzalez steals the inbounds.
Maxey cut off by Gonzalez. Under 8 minutes to play. Maxey works his way in. Kick, Oubre. 8 to shoot. Oubre tried to drive. Help by Gonzalez, and he takes it away. Celtics running. And now Philadelphia with floor balance defensively. Hauser just made a 3. Swing for White. Off the drive. And the deuce. Derek White with the touch. Timeout Sixers. They have heartbroken by the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica and the Caribbean. Our thoughts are with those impacted And we're grateful to the heroic first responders, volunteers providing assistance, NBA, NBAPA, teams joining together to support immediate and long-term relief. To learn how you can help, visit NBAcares.com. Cassidy spoke with Andre Drummond. Both of his parents are from Jamaica, still has family there. He said everybody is doing well, and he truly appreciates all the efforts out there for the area. Out of the timeout, Edgecombe. It's a travel. Turnover, Philadelphia.
17th turnover, and for Boston, they've scored 22 points off of those turnovers. In the first 3 games, we talk about the difference with Boston. They only averaged a little over 15 points off turnovers, one of the worst in the league. Then they had 19 against Cleveland and 22 already tonight.
Embiid is back. There's 7 minutes left. Hauser over Embiid. He missed it from the outside. Offensive rebound, Tillman. White's open. Another tap out by Gonzalez. White. He misses from 3-point range. Maxey flicks it ahead, and Grimes lays it in.
Well, great effort on the offensive glass, but someone has to be rotating back. They let that effort go to waste and gave Philly an easy one.
13 assists for Tyrese Maxey, 7 rebounds, 21 points. Simons has got the big Embiid, the step back Jay, book it.
Wow, Simons 19 points. Now he's 7 for 21 is all. They are plus 24 with him on the floor tonight. It's been Boston's bench that's kept them in the lead.
Brown and Pritchard getting ready to check in. Maxey for Embiid. Gonzalez in his face, and Gonzalez took a shot at the end of the play. So a foul was called on Gonzalez, but then Embiid made contact with Gonzalez, and the 19-year-old is down.
Well, Gonzalez put his hand into Embiid's midsection. That was the foul. We'll have to see what happened after that.
So Gonzalez.
Oh, well, he got hit in a bad spot there.
So that was the left hand, and then, yeah, it was the leg from Embiid.
Plays under review to see if there is a hostile act.
So Embiid got the foul call he was looking for.
On a
but as he
three-pointer.
kicked the leg, he made contact with Gonzalez. And Gonzalez is being escorted to the bench by Mazzulla.
I mean, Hugo Gonzalez tonight in 14 minutes. 3 offensive rebounds, 5 total, 2 assists, couple of steals. He has fouled 5 times, but the effort and energy really gets people going.
So the foul was called on Gonzalez.
After review, there is no hostile act. They will resume their 3 free throws.
Joel Embiid's going to shoot 3 free throws at the 6:05 mark. And Gonzalez subbed out with Brown and Pritchard getting ready to enter. Embiid.
So Joel Embiid will go to the line.
Yeah, there was that extra lift that got Gonzalez in the plums.
Yeah, he wasn't real happy, as none of us would be, but certainly nothing hostile there, the referees decided.
So that's 3 free throws for Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid may be the best free throw shooting center I have ever seen.
I love when you make these absolute statements.
Well, I mean, listen, the guy is a great, great free throw shooter, and he's been able over his career to get to the line a lot, and it's been a huge weapon for him.
He's 83% in his career. Scoring average for his career is 27.7 per game. And he's trying to cut this to 6.
Three of them, nothing but net. Here's the thing, Ian, he's such a good free throw shooter, I couldn't even jinx him.
No,
I couldn't jinx
Even
it.
your power didn't work.
No, well, I don't have that much power. That's part of the problem.
20 points for Embiid, 7 of 7 at the free throw line.
Well, he had that 4-point game against Boston to open the season on 1 of 9 from the floor.
White strokes it and hits.
And Embiid now has 20 in 3 straight games that he's played despite the minutes restrictions.
5.5 to play. Maxey tried to bounce it to Embiid. Out of bounds.
Maxey struggling tonight to take care of the ball. Turns it over again. Turnover number 18. This team came in 3rd in the league, just behind Boston, averaging only 12.5 turnovers a game. 18 of them tonight. One of the big reasons that they're down 8 here.
And Embiid's movement is not what it was, so try to get that ball. And Tillman hits on a 3. Celtics extend the lead back to double figures, 103-92. Maxey, Brown takes it away and then lost it. Out of bounds. This team is full of fighters. Whatever disappointment they were experiencing through the first 3 games of the season, they've just come back and battled harder.
Well, but as we talked, Diane, as a crew, even in those first 3 games, the underlying numbers showed you that they were better than 0-3. I mean, we said they're one of only 6 teams in the league in the top 10, both offensively and defensively, coming into tonight.
They'll be home for Houston tomorrow night. Embiid slaps it over to Maxey, gets it back. Embiid, turnaround, off the heel. .438 remaining. Boston leads by 11. White, zigzag. Swing it, Tillman just made a 3. And that one doesn't go. Maxey's got another board. That's his 8th of the night. Grimes, drive, kick, Oubre, cha-ching. .103-95. Oubre now with 17 points.
Go along with 7 rebounds and a couple of steals.
Brown, the high man for Boston, drives in, gives it up. Tillman banks it home.
Tillman's 2 most productive games of the year easily have been against Philadelphia.
Grimes comes to the ball. His jump shot is pure.
Boston, for all their aggressiveness, goes under a lot of pick and rolls up high in the middle of the floor. Donovan Mitchell was able to get 3s the other night. Cleveland had 4 of them with them going under in the first half the other night.
14 for Grimes after that trifecta. Shot clock is winding down. Brown lines it up. Jaylen Brown bangs it in. 31 for Brown. 108-98. Boston, 3 minutes to play. Grimes, he got White to commit, hangs and finishes. He challenged Tillman right at the rim.
Again, the same story we talked about in the first half for Philly, though. Their offense has been fine here in the last few minutes. They're going to have to get some stops or they've got no chance.
Lane opened up for White, dishes for Pritchard. Edgecombe, he gets around him. Minot doesn't go. 8-point game, 2:20 to play. Maxey got bumped by Minot, no call, he can't believe it.
I can't believe that one either.
Ahead for Minot. He tried to take it at Embiid. The ball ends up in the hands of White. 10 to shoot. We approach 2 minutes to go.
Minot wanted to dunk that one on Joel Embiid.
Herky-jerky move from White. Tillman, it's off. Minot keeps it alive and he slaps it over to Brown. Another offensive board for the Celtics and a reload.
That's their 16th offensive rebound of the night.
Brown, swing, Minot, short. Tillman got his hands on it, but it's scooped up by Oubre. Edgecombe ahead for Grimes.
Big possession here for Philly.
Maxey, oh yeah! It's a three. .108, 103 Celtics, 122 to go. White gets the step on Edgecombe. Can't get the banker. Grimes pushes up the floor. Sixers trail the Celtics by 5. Maxey, swing for Embiid. Fake on the handoff. Edgecombe, post-up opportunity. Embiid, back out. Edgecombe, buries in a three.
Well, those two guards that we talked about in the open with back-to-back threes to cut it to 2.
8-0 run for the Sixers. 38 seconds left. Brown, step back. He's fouled with 32.9 on the clock. Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 with his team up by 2. Tremendous fourth quarter action on Prime. Emirates.
Well, these two guards, we know how good they are. And they just knocked down a couple of threes back-to-back to cut it to 2. But then a bad foul on a jump shot, sending Brown to the line here with 32 seconds.
Well, this has been a recurring theme for the Philadelphia 76ers. Double-digit fourth-quarter comebacks. Trailed by 17 against the Wizards, won the game. 11 against the Hornets, won the game. Celtics, 13. They were down by as many as 11 here in the fourth tonight. Free throw attempt disparity is wide. 29 attempts for Philadelphia. This is the 9th for the Celtics. 3-point game.
How many times last year, Ryan, do you think Philadelphia came back from double digits down in the fourth quarter?
I'm going to go with 0.
0 and 46. And 3-0 this year. But I'm going to tell you, you keep putting yourself in that kind of hole, and it's eventually going to catch up to you. They've got to get up to better starts. They've got to play better third quarters. But right now, they've got a one-possession game with 32 seconds to go.
1 out of 2 for Jaylen Brown. Sixers with possession. Trailing by 3. Maxey hands it to Embiid. 8-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Maxey drives in, Maxey finishes! It's a 1-point game with 20.8 on the clock. Get it in for White, and Joe Mazzulla came running over to take the timeout.
Wingstop? Lemon pepper all flats?
Lemon pepper all flats.
Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings.
Oh, man.
Wingstop lemon pepper all flats for Lake?
Seriously?
Over here.
Wings. Lemon pepper wings.
All these wings.
Tastes so good.
For one man.
These are fries, too.
Fries. With lemon pepper wings.
Wingstop's here.
1-point game. Boston in front. Maxey with the bucket for Philly.
Yeah, gets going to that right hand. A great screen by Joel Embiid to take Minot out of the help position. Maxey might have gotten away with a little finned off here, but a really good finish. And then they foul, but we're not shooting at this point. They're going to have to foul again because they were not over the limit. That's the first in the last. No, it's, we will be shooting. Yes, that's the second in the last 2.
Joe Mazzulla was just running over to call the timeout, and he got the timeout. Take a look at this. As Missoula realizes what the situation is, he starts running over. He nearly crashes into Courtney Kirkland.
Wow. Well, they gave him that timeout. That ball was in bounds before they gave him the timeout. But, okay, here we go. And Quentin Grimes just made sure to tell the referee that they are not fouling right here.
Celtics up by 1. 20.8 on the clock.
And look for them to get a quick trap here and try to force a turnover.
They'll go to the backcourt and Pritchard, and now Grimes is trying to close off the area. Pritchard in a tough spot. Timeout call. .1 to play. Celtics lead the Sixers by 1. The benefit is that you have some more space to work with and you can use more clock. The downside, you got to get it across.
That's right, and Joe Missoula took their last time out, and now they have just over 2 seconds to get the ball across midcourt here. Great job defensively there by Philly.
2.3 to avoid the 8-second call. Hauser will toss it. Brown catches, and that ball up for grabs. Foul called. It's going the other way. Jaylen Brown caught it right by the midcourt line, and as he turned, lost the ball. Collision. So the Sixers are going to take over with 11.6 remaining. The Philadelphia defense has shown up at the most important part of the game. 2 huge stops. Now they'll have a chance to potentially win it. Tip-off set for 9:42. Austin Reeves and the Lakers take on Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. Second game of the doubleheader. You can click down on the remote, click on the Now tab, and just click Lakers, Grizzlies. We're going to get you there when we're done here. 11.6 to play.
I mean, you got to think this is going to be Maxey and Embiid in a pick and roll. Minot in on Maxey, and there it is. Exactly what we expected.
Maxey can't get it to go, and it's grabbed by Minot with 3.8 to play. Maxey trying to put the Sixers in front. And the Celtics secure the rebound. Derek White took a shot and ended up on the floor.
Well, Philadelphia's still got a timeout, so this one's not over. 3.8 seconds in the NBA with a timeout to advance the ball is a lot of time.
So the foul was given. White knew that he was cut right away. And Art Horn, the athletic trainer, came over to take care of that. Minot going to the free throw line.
Minot does not have a basket tonight, but he is their leading rebounder with 8.
It's off.
Well, that changes things a lot. Timeout to give. They're going to get Bona into the game because they're going to use a timeout. They want to get 2 bigs into the game to rebound the ball.
Celtics are now 7 of 11 at the free throw line. A second attempt here for Minot. Sixers have 1 timeout remaining. Boston up by 1. Second one doesn't go. Grabbed by Embiid. And a timeout called. 3.2 to play. Sixers with the ball. Down by B action. You'll notice around the NBA, the courts are unique and stand out. You could have had a performance of the Blue Man Group tonight here in Philadelphia. That would have worked. But the Sixers fans are on pins and needles to see if their team can come back yet again. Boston trying to hold off Philly.
And the guy is so important here is the inbounder. He's got to be able to get the ball in where they need it, and then defensively, you can't lose sight of him.
Oubre gets it in. Grimes, 2 seconds, 1 second. Embiid at the horn! Off the back of the iron! The Celtics hold on to defeat the Sixers 109-108. Philadelphia's first loss of the young season.
Well, they did a great job right there of denying Maxey the ball and making it go to Grimes, who's a good player, but he's not Tyrese Maxey. Watch the switch here by Brown. They had to go in. Then Brown comes and doubles. Didn't get it off in time, even if it had gone in.
The Celtics have won 3 in a row. After starting the season 0-3, they're now 3-3 as we send it over to Cassidy Hubbard.
Jalen, I saw you shaking your head. This one was a hard one. What went into this win?
Just grit. I think we just stuck it out. We made a bunch of mistakes. All right, my boy. Yep. We made a bunch of mistakes, but we found a way to win in the end.
And you snapped their winning streak. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ian.
All right, Celtics win it by a hair. 1-point victory over Philadelphia. That's going to do it for us. For Stan Van.
Max wanted music.
What I did was